Hi everyone, this is the weather hazard briefing from the National Weather Service in Pocatello, Idaho for Sunday, November 27th. We've got more snow as we go through the rest of this weekend here and as we start the week. And not only snow, but we're going to be dealing with the wind too, so that is going to bring some travel impacts to parts of the area. So we'll talk a little bit more about totals and where some of those impacts will be the highest and where the winds will be the strongest as we go through this briefing. So, like I said, we've got more snow headed our way today, Sunday, and kind of throughout the day on Monday. So we do have some winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories out for parts of the area. I'll show you that here in just a couple slides. Strong wind gusts later today and into early Monday morning will create some blowing and drifting snow, which will bring travel impacts to the area. Snow chances basically continue on and off as we go through the week. So an active weather pattern we've been talking about is setting up and really continuing at this point. So again, we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go through this presentation. Here's a look at satellite early this morning. If you look at eastern Idaho, you can see some of that fog and low stratus trying to move out of the area. I've been dealing with that throughout the morning here, but otherwise more clouds and moisture are streaming in from out west. So there's the start of that next system here heading our way. So we mentioned winter storm watches, and those have now been upgraded to warnings and winter weather advisory. The advisory is mainly out through parts of the Sawtooths and up north near Salmon and Lemhi County there. And the winter storm warning, that is more so for the higher elevations into the eastern highlands, where some of those snow totals will be higher and where some of those wind gusts will likely be the strongest. So with that, here's a look at our weather risk outlook grid showing some minor to moderate impacts thanks to the snow and the wind as we go through Sunday, Monday, and even into very early Tuesday morning. Things will be kind of tapering off at that point though, but something to keep in mind by the time you're getting to those commutes Monday and Tuesday. In the second half of the week, still expecting some light snow and snow showers, but this is mainly going to be focusing here on today, Sunday, and into Monday and Tuesday. We're into the moderate risk outlook category for the eastern highlands, the Wood River area, Sawtooth area, and Lemhi County, where we do have those advisories and those warnings as the system rolls through. All right, so we're going to take you through model reflectivity here. Basically through Sunday, Monday, and into very early Tuesday morning. Now, it's not going to be hour by hour, so just make sure you pay attention to that time frame up at the top here. But we're going to start early Sunday morning here. Now, while the main moisture is not quite here yet, there really is a slight chance for some light snow kind of on and off through most of the day, but it's once we get into the afternoon and evening that we start to really see that next surge of more moisture working its way into parts of the central mountains and into the eastern highlands. So that's really when we're going to start to see more of that snow moving in and continuing as we go through late this evening into tonight and into really early Monday morning. But you can start to see eventually tonight we do see some of that snow making its way down into the valleys here, or closer to the Pocatello, Blackfoot, and Idaho Falls areas. And again, this is going to continue overnight into early Monday morning. That really is when most of the snow is going to be falling. We'll be watching again for more snow as we get into early Monday morning. This is 7 a.m. You can see where we've got snow falling across a good portion of the area, and that'll continue as we go through those morning hours. So if you do have that Monday morning commute, just keep that in mind. You might be slowed down in a few spots by some of that snow falling. And of course, any snow driven by any wind will start to impact visibility. So maybe give yourself a little bit of extra time when you're heading out the door early Monday and really even into early Tuesday morning too. So by the time we get to Monday afternoon, we will see some breaks. So it's not going to necessarily snow all day long. It's kind of an on and off snow scenario for us with this moisture working through. As we get into Monday evening and Monday night, again, a little bit of a break there before you can see a little bit more snow working its way through as the low itself actually kind of pinwheels through the area. bringing a bit of a burst of snow overnight Monday into early Tuesday morning for parts of the Snake Plain. Could be impacting Pocatello, Blackfoot, Idaho Falls. In fact, that could be where we see some of the most snow from out of this system as it moves through. So percent chance of at least an inch of snow or more. You can see for a lot of eastern Idaho here, good chance to see at least an inch of snow or more. Even Burley, 50% chance. Here in Pocatello, almost an 80% chance of at least an inch of snow. About 60% chance in Idaho Falls. And of course, the higher elevations will see more than an inch of snow. When you get to the 2 inches of snow or more probabilities, those start to drop. Here in Pokey, about a 50% chance of 2 inches of snow or more. And we get to the 4 inches of snow or more. And that's when you really start to limit things to mainly the higher elevations into the mountains. Granted, Soda Springs, Montpelier, about a 40-45% chance of 4 inches of snow or more. Driggs, you're going to see more than 4 inches of snow, likely closer to the 6 to 8 inches of snow for you. Here in Pocatello, probably about 2 to 3 inches of snow. Again, we're going to have to kind of watch for that potential for that convergence band late Monday night into Tuesday. That could bring a little bit more snow. So keep an eye on this. Keep checking back for any updates and snow totals as we go throughout the day. Of course, we post these in the morning, and then we always are posting updates on social media throughout the day too. But you really see those areas where we do have the winter weather advisory and the winter storm warnings in effect, seeing the most snow, closer to probably the 6 to 8, even to 10 inches of snow range there. Some isolated spots though, up to 14 or 15 inches of snow in those higher elevations, certainly not out of the question. Alright, so I mentioned earlier that it's not just going to be the snow with this system, we're also going to be contending with wind. Now the wind is going to start to pick up as we go through the day on Sunday. As we get into the afternoon, we'll start to see some gusts closer to about 25-30 miles per hour, really across most of the area. But then as we get into tonight, as the cold front passes through with the system, that's when those winds are going to pick up even more. Now for some of us, the snow will be falling at this point too. So any snow falling and being driven by winds 35-40 mile per hour gusts, of course, will be reducing visibility, especially when you get up higher in the mountains. If you're traveling over any of the passes tonight, probably not going to be very good conditions there. Visibility definitely reduced, snow on the roads and blowing across the roads likely. We'll eventually start to see the wind gusts backing off as we go through the day on Monday, but Monday morning will still be a bit windy for us, with some gusts still about 25, 30, 35 miles per hour, especially up near Blackfoot, here in Pocatello, Idaho Falls, Rexburg, Swan Valley. So parts of the Snake Plain will still be a bit windy as we go into Monday morning and into the Eastern Highlands there too. But as we get into the afternoon, then those gusts back off a bit more. Once that cold front is through, then we're looking at closer to 20-25 mile per hour gusts at the breeziest. Keep in mind temperatures for a lot of us are going to be in the 30s to even some low and almost mid 40s in a few spots. But behind this cold front and system coming through, much cooler air is also coming with it, and that is going to be arriving on Tuesday. So temperatures on Monday still cool, but not too bad. A lot of us still in the 20s and 30s, but by Tuesday afternoon, we're looking at highs for some of us in the teens and low to mid 20s. Tuesday morning also going to be a cold morning with a lot of us in the single digits to low teens, but the farther north you go, looking at temperatures dropping below 0 early Tuesday morning. So going to be dealing with snow, some wind, and some cold here as we go through the next couple of days. So that's kind of bringing us to our summary here. More snow throughout the day today on Sunday, and continuing on and off through Monday, even into Monday night and really early Tuesday morning. So that's why we do have those winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories in effect for parts of the area. Also be contending with some strong wind gusts, mainly Sunday afternoon, evening, overnight into Monday morning. That will bring us some blowing and drifting snow to impact travel. And those snow chances are going to continue on and off as we go through the week ahead. So our active weather pattern certainly continuing. So make sure you keep checking in each morning here or afternoon for the latest updates. And of course, social media, good ways to get a hold of us. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can also find us via email or give us a phone call. Have a good day and stay safe.